Hello, hello. We're out exploring again. This is another access point to the Otay Mountain Truck Trail. We're just above the campground here, and we're going to see how this goes. Last week we went off Marion Valley Road by the gun club before, but I wanted to check out this area. I'm not sure. What's what here, but we're going to take a look. Last week we were out here, it was overcast, and there was actually heavy cloud cover up here. So I don't think we're going to have that trouble today. Pretty country up here. It hasn't turned all brown yet, but it will be. Probably see a bunch of people out today. It's a really pretty day, and most people are getting pretty sick of staying inside. We're getting to see some views here. These kind of trails, I really like these kind of trails. This is not really super technical or anything. So this is a good place to come riding, you know, if you haven't done too much off-road, this is a good place to get some experience, get a feel for it. But as you know, I'm by far no motocross expert. I don't even pretend to be. You know, I don't fly on these kind of dirt roads at 50 miles an hour. My mission is, you know, not to get somewhere as fast as possible. I could care less about how long it takes me to get somewhere. I just want to have fun along the way. But I know a lot of off-road guys are, you know, they want to go as fast as possible and all of that. I just say, knock yourself out, boys. I'll just putz along. I find a pretty little area, I'll stop, take pictures, get a drink. It's going to be warm today. We'll probably top out in the 90s. That's why I didn't wear any big coat today. All I have on is some armor under this jersey, and I'm, you know, more than comfortable. No matter how hot it gets, you should always have good boots. You know, don't get in the off-road and be out here with sneakers. You know, spend some money and get some decent boots. I have the Forma Adventure boots, which I really, really like. I got these because I can actually hike in these boots. You know, a lot of motocross boots might give you more support, they might give you more protection, blah, blah, blah. But after about walking 5 steps, your feet kill you. You know, they're pretty much a on-bike boot only. But like I said, you know, I like to get off the bike, I like to hike around. And I don't have the luxury of bringing all kinds of footwear with me. So this is my second pair of Forma boots. I like them. And no, they're not paying me. They're not a sponsor. These people that are hiking on here, I can't believe that they come up here, but they don't have a pack, they don't have any water with them. To me, that's just sort of crazy. Because it's hot and dry, and it doesn't take very long to get dehydrated. So whenever you go hiking, man, you gotta bring water or a camelback or something. But you know, people do crazy shit, man. They might look at me and like, why would you want to bring a bike up here? Well, to me, I'd rather ride my bike up here than hike up here. Don't get me wrong, I do like to hike, but my backpacking days are pretty much over. I'm not into carrying 60 pounds on my back like I used to when I was 20 something. You sure wouldn't want to fall down any of these ravines. A lot of people are just hiking today. Now this part of the road is pretty good, hard packed. On the other section where I came in last week, the road was resurfaced with all this tiny fine little gravel shit, and it made it extremely hard to come down steep hills because you couldn't stop. So you had to come down really slow in low gear, because if you flew down the hill, there's just no way of stopping. These little cinders, you couldn't get any grip. This is much better because it's hard packed, and I haven't seen too much super ruts. Now we got some Jeep boys up here. I don't know what the deal is up here. I think this is just area where people are like, ooh, picture, I want to take a picture, it's pretty. Otay Lakes. We're going to see if we can't find the summit today, and I believe the summit's about 3,500 feet. I don't think there's much over 4,000 around here. I was looking online on some of the typo maps, and I didn't see any peaks over 4,000 much. Mountain bikers, probably a good mountain bike trail. But I don't know, I sold my bicycle. If I'm on two wheels, I pretty much want to throttle these days. I never was able to be super comfortable for really long distances on a bike. The saddle always made my ass paralyzed. Now this is a stock seat on this DR that I'm on, and it's pretty comfortable. When I was in Asia, I was on a Honda CRF 250L. I like this DR better. It's lighter. But the seat on the Honda, oh my God, we're talking 2x4. It was a, you know, it was dreadful. So you really need to put a seat concept seat on that bike if you're going to do any long distance or any traveling period, because your ass would just, it would go numb. But this is a stock seat. I can ride all day and I don't have any problems. My ears are popping, so we're climbing. I really like to look around a lot more, but whenever I start looking around, then there's a bicycle or there's another bike or there's a Jeep coming. Gotta pay attention. Part of this area out here is BML land. I was on BML land last weekend because I saw signs about it, and there were areas where people were target practicing. This is where I would like to target practice out here. Yeah, that's Otay Lakes over there. Relatively clear today. I don't know, I guess it would be a lot more crowded if we didn't have all of this quarantine bullshit. But, you know, I don't buy into any of that. Yes, the virus is real. Yes, there are people dying, but it's certainly not anything worth shutting the entire country down for. That is totally ridiculous, but unfortunately we have complete idiots that run the world. Hence the reason why we're in the trouble we are in. I hit a rut there and it knocked it into neutral. Well, now here's somebody camping right down there. That's a nice little spot. Yeah, I am certainly glad that I did not bring my jacket, because I would be melting. It's only about 10 o'clock in the morning, and it's pretty toasty. I don't know where that goes, but that's not the main road. I feel like you're on the top of the world up here. I don't know if I would really be into those things. Off-road, like skateboards. There's always a toy. I really don't know if anybody lives off of this road. I know a lot of times these dirt roads are access to the power poles and all that kind of stuff. But I haven't seen anybody that actually lives off of this road. I think there are certain sections and there's branches off this road. There's a lot of ruts. That's from the water, from the rain. The road on the other side is actually a lot smoother, but you have all of those little tiny cinders to deal with. Over here is hard packed, but you got ridges all over the place. So far, it hasn't been any serious kind of ridges that make you like, oh wow. Actually much easier to go up these hills than down them a lot of times. We're getting up there because this is the cell towers. We got another dirt bike. Welcome to Sycamore Canyon. didn't really see any signs back there really saying what way is up. No fog up here today. There's haze. Border Patrol. You're really close to Mexico here. I like to stay on my side of the street just in case there's somebody flying up the hill. I know most people would probably be 5 miles ahead of me. But if you've seen any of my other videos, you know I'm a snail. Sometimes I just like going slow. I know it doesn't make sense because most people on bikes like to rup, 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 rup. But we are all different creatures. Man, I'm glad I didn't bring my jacket. Now, I don't know about you, but that boy has got a long way up that hill. But he's not an old fart like me, so when you're young, you can do that. Now you see this other rock hill up here? There's somebody parked up there. That's civilization over there. It's almost time to stop and have a drink. Here we got Mr. Jeep. But you know, if you're tearing down these hills in the middle of the road or something, like I said, you can't stop quick on this road because these little cinders, if I hit my back brake at all, it just skids, puts me into a skid, a slide. So to get around that, I just, you know, I just go slow, man. If I keep going on this, does it take me to like pretty much this road with the little reflectors is pretty much the main road. All these other little roads that like go off of it, I don't really know where they go. Well, definitely got good fuel economy. The 2,000 RPMs going. We're coming down the mountain. Where this is going to lead me out to, I don't know. I don't think I have to really backtrack the whole thing. But this is what adventure riding is all about. You can't have to be somewhere in an hour because you have no idea what's around the bend. You know, I don't know if we're going to get